Welcome to the Inquiry Project peer presentation for Melissa Hextall, Mariam Aljaf and Ashley McCalman. We have put together this inquiry project for students in grade 6 with an emphasis on the economics and business strand of humanities and social sciences. The big idea for our inquiry project is sustainable and ethical practice in fashion. Using the 5 E's teaching and learning inquiry model, we began the project by engaging students in activities that required consideration of the process that is involved in clothing production from the very beginning to the time consumers take the item home. Students were provided with learning activities that allowed them to discover information about a variety of fibres, determining whether they are natural or synthetic, as well as discovering the ethics involved in fashion production.
The activities throughout the unit of inquiry harness students' curiosity and empower students to make reflective, informed decisions, as well as being able to positively contribute locally, regionally, nationally, and globally, encompassing ACARA content descriptor ACHASSK150. Working through the inquiry stage, students build knowledge enabling them to answer inquiry questions posed throughout the 5 stages. This is achieved by examining the life cycle of a piece of sustainable clothing from beginning as a plant, consumer choice, and access to sustainable resources, and the aftermath of fast fashion and shifting fashion trends if clothing is not recycled or reused. At the summation of the inquiry, students create a summative assessment piece outlining the life cycle of a chosen fibre. After the inquiry is complete, students take their newfound knowledge and apply this to a social action of a clothing swap. Working through the inquiry stage, students build knowledge enabling them to answer inquiry questions posed throughout the 5 stages. This is achieved by examining the life cycle of a piece of sustainable clothing from beginning as a plant, consumer choice, and access to sustainable resources, and the aftermath of fast fashion and shifting fashion trends if clothing is not recycled or reused. At the summation of the inquiry, students create a summative assessment piece outlining the life cycle of a chosen fibre. After the inquiry is complete, students take their newfound knowledge and apply this to a social action of a clothing swap. Throughout the unit of inquiry, students progress throughout a series of lessons that have been created to enable them to build on and establish their understanding of the effects that consumer and financial decisions can have on an individual, the broader community, and the environment.
The unit of inquiry presents a number of opportunities for integration. Students are provided with learning experiences that require them to produce a number of pieces that can be linked to other areas of the curriculum. We have provided integration to components of the English, mathematics, science, and technologies curriculums, as well as a number of general capabilities and cross-curriculum priorities. Linking the unit of inquiry to the general capability of ethical understanding, students develop skills that empower them to reason and make ethical decisions, consider consequences, and reflect on ethical action. Our unit of inquiry project fits in well with the cross-curriculum priority of sustainability as students explore how sustainable futures result from actions that are designed to preserve and restore the quality and uniqueness of environments. As the focus of our inquiry project is centered around sustainability of the fashion garment industry, our group decided that students will equally enjoy and learn more about sustainable fashion if they played back time and found out how a market item originally came to be. In groups, students create a timeline of a market item and break down the stages of production, manufacturing, marketing, selling, consuming, and finally the disposal of the item. In the completed assessment piece titled The Life of a Dress from Cotton to Cloth, a timeline is created to show the life of a cotton plant. Students learn how cotton is first cultivated, then harvested, and finally transported to factories for manufacturing. Processes include combing, weaving, washing, dyeing, and rinsing cotton threads in preparation for the making of the dress. As students find out about the stages the cotton goes through before being made into a dress, they also identify several unethical and unsustainable practices and propose a potentially sustainable solution for a more sustainable journey.